So, welcome to Why You Need Wealth Creation. So, there's a reality. There's three ways of gaining wealth. So, the first way of gaining wealth is through active income, trading time for money. The second is through investment. And the third is through passive income. So, we're going to go through these a bit later. So, you're here because of probably a couple of reasons. So, maybe you just think I should invest, I need to invest. So, this is one reason you're here. And another reason here is that you want to change your current situation. So, maybe you're a very high earner with a very stressful job and you just want the freedom to change. Or maybe you're just in a situation where you feel trapped in the rat race. You want to create wealth, you have the choice and the ability to get out of it. So, whatever reason, it doesn't really matter too much, but there's a motivation. It could be clear, it could be very vague. So, why you're here is because there's a motivation to change something in the future. There's a goal, an objective that you want to achieve. So, wealth creation is that journey. It's a journey for getting to your goals in the future. But the wealth creation journey has many stops along the way. It's not just has to be one ultimate goal. It can be a series of achievable goals. So it doesn't look like an impossible task. It's always about making little wins and getting there over time. It's a long journey. So maintaining motivation over a long time is a habit. It's a discipline. So setting goals in between your long term and your short term is a tool for getting you to where you need to be. So physically creating wealth, you have three choices. Making money. So you can make money and put it into savings or investing, but this is obviously you need a source of income. You need a source where the money is in. Second is saving money. So once you have enough income to cover your expenses, your bills, your lifestyle, then you have the option of saving that money to create that wealth. And third is investing money. So this is once you've got to the point of meeting saving goals, having sufficient funds, is growing that additional wealth. And this is prudent to developing wealth creation. But why do this? When to start and how to do it? So all the big questions. The why comes in terms of the motivation. So let's go through some motivations that were given by other people. One of the big ones is I want to build a house. I want to buy a house. So this is to escape the paying the rentals and those every monthly bills that drag people down, that make people feel trapped in this cycle. Another big motivation is my job is stressful. People feel trapped in their jobs. They don't feel like they can leave. So having enough revenue or having the funds available gives people a choice. It buys the choice of being able to leave, having enough funds to leave the position and maybe finding a new one, but getting out of a stressful situation. Another big motivation is to start a business. So starting a business is cost time and cost money. So being able to have a financial stability before starting that long journey of starting a business. And another big one is travel the world. So people just want to pack up and travel the world without the stress of money. So this is another big motivation for wealth creation. So I'm hoping that some of these ideas motivate you and you have your own personal ideas about why you want to create wealth, whether it's extremely ambitious or it's just an idea and somewhere that you want to start for a future which you may not even know yet. But having a start is obviously important. So for many, the idea of the future seems unattainable. They'll look at what to invest and how to invest, and just doesn't seem too feasible. And to live in the now is always a strong motivation. But getting started is all about, getting your goals down. And as I said, it's obtainable, but it's a journey. So you need to set a series of goals when we come to wealth creation. So the wealth creation investments accelerate. So this is a very common misconception. People view investments and return on investment as something that's very static, that's very linear. So they take a number, let's say $100, times it by 2, and you get $200 in 5 years. So let's say there's a return that's giving you 100% back over 5 years. So many people will do the math. Okay, that's 20% a year. But the reality is, this is not just 20% per year. So the concept is, let's say we've taken that example. In year 1, you may get back $40. So that's 20% of the $200. So guess what? You can invest that $40 again. And that gets cycled in. So next year, you're going to get back at the same rates, $40 plus an extra $16. But now you have $56. And this process keeps repeating. So when you are creating wealth, it's not linear. It's not a straight line. It's accumulative. So this is the mentality that you need to think. So the more time and effort you spend in creating wealth, the higher and faster the returns will come back over time based on this basic mass, this basic accumulative effect of wealth creation. But it is a journey that does start slow. But as I said, over time, it gets faster and faster to help you meet those goals that you're looking for. The reality of wealth creation is that it's really giving you choices in the future. And most of the time, wealth creation is a balancing act between your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. So you need to work out what that balance is going to be. This is not a question we can answer for you. We just provide you the tools to evaluate and think about how you want to be in the future. Here we have structured wealth creation, very different to other platforms. And I'm sure you're going to get sick of me saying this over and over again, but we view it as a journey. And we have based this around your lifestyle. So for example, if you're getting paid monthly, then it's all about what can you afford to invest per month. So the idea is the journey, and for every step of the journey, you're making that additional investment. You're making that addition to your lifestyle, additional benefits. So the idea is we're not looking at come in, invest a large amount of funds, but rather over time, keep investing. Add a little bit more, add a little bit more, add a little bit more until you get to those goals that you want to achieve. And all those little bits add up to a good amount. So first year, you might not get any returns. Second year, you might start getting returns. So those little bits is a little bit plus a little bit more. And then it keeps growing and growing this way. We've modeled it this way, so wealth creation becomes a habit. And it obviously requires 3 aspects to achieve changing your habits and getting into a habit. First is the emotional. We need you to find what motivates you and keeps you motivated. So this may change over time, but having that motivation is what's going to work out how much you're going to invest, what your goals are, and where you're going to be. It's what's going to excite you about wealth creation. Second one is logic. So in your brain, you need to rationalize that this is a good idea. So you are motivated by the future. Your logical brain says this is a smart idea to do this. I rationalized it. It's logical. And the path. So knowing how you're going to get there. So it's not just about feeling excited, knowing that it's good, and knowing, okay, this is how I'm going from A to B to get to my goal, and this is the path that I'm going to follow. So it takes out the stress, it takes out the decisioning, and it focuses on the habit of creating that wealth. Having all these three aspects and repeating all help you achieve the wealth creation habits. And as we are creatures of habit, it does take time to change it. So our wealth creation game is designed exactly for that. It's really focused on creating small steps, making changes in your habits, getting into the process of wealth creation and stimulating your motivation. So we really have tried to create a platform that does keep you going. And this is, as I said, long-term journey. We're not building a platform for just instant gratification. We're building a platform that's targeted for 5 years, 10 years, just to keep you going and creating the wealth you need. And of course, providing you the support in terms of making sure your focus is on your wealth goals. It's not so much about the money, it's not about the dollar amounts, it's about your goals, that we're progressing towards meeting your goals. Okay, that's it. And I'll see you in the next video.